Monica. This is Mornings LALATE.
It's a big morning here on Mornings LA with huge news across the board of stimulus checks, massive stimulus checks for SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, and veterans benefits. These stimulus checks have been lost since the month of March. Reviewers are coming up on nearly a year of getting these incredible stimulus checks. We'll go over the latest stimulus check news today. Are those stimulus checks for SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, veterans benefits, stimulus checks for low income, stimulus checks right now, and the talk of the town, the brand new membership newsletter launched on December 23rd with a brand new second home. It's the talk of the town because it is so easy. And that incredible newsletter helps you apply for those incredible stimulus checks. We'll go over all these incredible details in today's recording, plus go over to unemployment stimulus, check step 1, step 2. We'll go over the proposed legislation for 2023, plus in today's recording, we'll go over how to prepare your family, your household, and you for 2023. The markets are closed today, December 26th. But we're going to look at a series of indicators to give us guidance on where the economy is heading. We'll look at labor, then to housing, then over to debt, and next up, the bond and also the situation on manufacturing. But the big news right now is the massive stimulus. SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, veterans benefits. Stimulus checks right now. Stimulus checks in September, December, January. Viewers have been getting them since the month of March. And you're going to learn today why viewers now holding nearly 1 year of stimulus checks have increased their savings. Plus, we'll go over the latest stimulus news hitting PBT as well. And then we'll go over what to anticipate for tomorrow when the markets reopen. 18 months of stimulus checks, $3,000 a month, 5 checks per month. The latest details in today's broadcast from the shores of Santa Monica, California. Yes, for December 26, 2022, the markets are closed, but we're going to use this opportunity to give us big guidance where 2023 is taking us. We'll go over the latest details of the stimulus and the warning signals of this economy, looking at each segment one at a time and get prepared accordingly on how to get our money intact. From the shores of Santa Monica, California, our deepest thoughts and prayers to the people in the Midwest and the Southeast and New England with those record colds. It's Mornings, and it starts right now. Hey, good morning, everybody. The toast is toast and the butter is butter and the coffee's brewing and the bacon, well, maybe it'll be coming around in 2023. Massive stimulus checks available to millions of Americans, 18 months of stimulus checks, $3,000 a month, 5 checks per month, and they've been getting them on this channel since March of 2022. They're approaching now 1 year of these monthly stimulus checks. If you just found this channel, welcome. 18 months, fast stimulus, $300,000, and these are stimulus checks for you. These are stimulus checks for SSI, SSI, SSDI, SSA, VA, RB, stimulus checks. Stimulus checks for low income, stimulus checks right now. The latest stimulus check news heats up this broadcast. We're going to go over all these incredible stimulus checks across the board. And of course, the talk of the town was that brand new membership newsletter. On December 23rd, this channel launched the brand new second location for that membership newsletter. It's at news.lalate.com/newsletter. A link to which is in the description of this video. It's also the top of the chat. The password is updated 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That password is updated once a day, every day of the week. And the password was just updated about a few minutes ago. Where is it given to you? In the membership posts on Channel 1, Channel 2, and Channel 3. Open the most recent membership posts for you on any of the 3 channels, Channel 1, Channel 2, Channel 3, and grab the new password that's usually updated around the time of Mornings LALATE. Go into that brand new newsletter website. It's at news.lalate.com/newsletter, a link to which is in the description of this video. And thank you for that very kind message a viewer just sent me on the live chat. She said, not the live chat, but the comments section, she said, I'm loving the newsletter's new location. It's so easy, it's so quick. Why does it work so well? Because you can become a member right this second and go right into the newsletter, which is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You become a member right now and apply for stimulus checks right now. And let's go into those incredible stimulus checks right now. App stimulus checks for SSI, SSDI, SSA, VA, RB, stimulus checks for low income. They've been launched since the month of March of 2022, and viewers are now approaching 1 year of these incredible stimulus checks. 18 months, and you're going to need it because we're going to have a 2-year recession. That's 24 months, $3,000 a month, 5 checks per month. Let's go into those incredible stimulus checks right now and understand where they came from. They started with Joseph Biden in the month of March, passing a series of executive actions which established the first 3 checks, and those are stimulus checks A, B, and C. Those first 3 checks became law in the month of March, and there's a lot of money in those first 3 stimulus checks for you, SSI, SSDI, SSA, VA, RB. These stimulus checks for all Americans. There is nearly $100,000 in those first 3 checks. Became law in March 2022. Viewers have been beginning them every month on this channel. And if you just found this channel today, welcome. You deserve these incredible checks. Become a member. Then go right into that brand new membership newsletter. The brand new password delivered from me to you and the link to that newsletter in the post of this channel and all 3 channels. Go right down and get those incredible stimulus checks, A, B, and C. Then came Congress, and Congress passed a series of executive actions, a series of bills that combined created hundreds of checks. And those incredible checks are stimulus checks E through K. We're going to go over all those incredible checks in today's recording. Initially, the newsletter was Monday through Friday, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That location still stays there, but the brand new location at news.lalate.com/newsletter is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you become a member right now and go right in and apply for some incredible stimulus checks. You apply today. The markets are closed today, but the stimulus is not. You get that incredible stimulus right today. And let's go into those incredible stimulus checks right now. Let's look at those huge stimulus checks. They're absolutely incredible. By looking at the first 3 checks done by Joseph Biden in the month of March. And the first 3 checks are A, B, and C. A, B, and C. Stimulus check A is a $6,500 to $12,000 for stimulus check. How do I get stimulus check A? Become a member. Then go into that brand new second location for the membership newsletter. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's at news.lalate.com/newsletter. A link to which is in the description of this video and the top of the comments and the pinned comments. Go right in and then put your password in. You got minutes ago in the latest member post on Channel 1, Channel 2, and Channel 3. You're not done there yet. You're going to go get stimulus check B, which is $15,000 to $80,000. It's a wonderful stimulus check that helps viewers get lots of stimulus. And this is the one that helped people like Kimberly and Frank Mancuso get 18 months of stimulus checks. You need 18 months of stimulus checks because this is going to be a 24-month recession. It's going to be a 2-year recession, and you need lots of incredible stimulus checks across the board. Let's jump into the stimulus check C, which is for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and more. These incredible stimulus checks are absolutely wonderful for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and more. Let me give you an example of how stimulus check C works for viewers of this channel. So Lynn Glenn, longtime viewer of this channel, she got stimulus check C starting in March for rent and her utilities. So let's assume her rent and her utilities combined per month is $5,000. Or let's say it's $3,000. Let's say it's $3,000. So she doesn't have to pay for that starting in March 2022. So $3,000 stays in her wallet that month. April 2022, she doesn't have to pay for it again. Now she has $6,000 in her wallet. May 2022, she doesn't have to pay for it again. Now $9,000 is in her wallet. So every month, $3,000 stays in her wallet, and now she's suddenly building up her savings. 18 months of this, folks, $3,000 a month, that's a lot of money. Let's just do 10 months of it. It's $30,000 in your wallet. This is how you increase your savings to prepare for a 2-year recession. So get that incredible stimulus check A and B. We're not done there yet. Now let's go get some incredible check C. Stimulus check C is for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and more. And here are some examples. Just on the rent alone, look at that, $30,000 of rent. Become a member, join this channel, go right into the brand new second home to the newsletter, and apply for stimulus right today. The markets are closed. In some cases, it's a federal holiday. And actually, it is a federal holiday. In some cases, it's a state holiday. But you can get this incredible stimulus around the clock. Why? Because LA never closes. It's at news.lalate.com/newsletter. Do you want $50,000 of utilities? Of course you do. Become a member. Join this channel right now. Combinations of checks. Niece is at $23,000. She went to $50,000 of stimulus checks. Marcus at $32,000. He went to a beautiful $50,000, then $100,000, then $166,000. And Lorraine, she was at $105,000. She went to $155,000 of stimulus checks. These have been law since March of 2022. Viewers on this channel have gotten them since March of 2022. They're getting them this month. They're getting them next month. If you just found this channel, welcome. Become a member right now. Go right down into the membership newsletter. Again, it's at news.lalate.com/newsletter. That is the second brand new home launched on December 23rd. And thank you for that very nice comment someone sent on the chat just minutes ago. Not the chat, the comments. She said, I love this new location. It's so easy. I just go right into it. I can work on it around the clock. I don't have to look for anything. Just grab the password from the latest post on any of the 3 channels and get those incredible stimulus checks. And those are stimulus checks A, B, and C. Get those incredible checks right now. In just a second, we're going to continue with checks E through K, but let's go to some other breaking stimulus news as well, which of course is unemployment. Unemployment heats up. And that unemployment continues to heat up. Why? Because more people are unemployed. There are 2 steps to getting unemployment stimulus. Step 1, getting that claim filed, and step 2, asking for checks each week. So this is for you if you're a W-2 employee and you're fired. If the boss walked up to you on October 1st in this example and said, as a W-2 employee, you're fired, then guess what you do? You go right to your state's Department of Unemployment, and step 1, file a claim. In step 1, in filing a claim for unemployment stimulus checks, you'll be asked 3 questions. The first one is the most important. What date were you fired as a W-2 employee? In this example, it's October 1st. So do not mess up the date. Use the date of firing. For example, don't say December, because that will cost you 12 weeks of stimulus checks. Don't mess up that question. On step 1, you have 2 other questions. And the next one is, are you willing to work? Yes. Are you able to work? Yes. You must answer yes to both of those 2 questions on step 1 to get approval. It's pretty simple. But what do those questions mean? Willing to work? That's a mental question. The answer is yes. Able to work? That's a physical question. The answer is yes. Step 2. Once you have been approved at step 1, pretty straightforward, isn't it? And then step 2, it asks you to ask for checks each week you were unemployed. This has a fancy term called certified for benefits. In this example, you first became unemployed on October 1st. So the computer, the website, the phone for your Department of Unemployment will ask you, do you want a check for that first week you were unemployed? Do you want a stimulus check? Yeah, I do. So it'll have you do the first week of unemployment. And then it'll say you're done. Then it'll do the next week. And it'll bring it all the way up to the present, 1 week at a time. If you have a power outage, if you lose cell phone battery power on your phone, don't worry, it'll pick up where you left off. And that is the incredible unemployment stimulus checks. It's tens of thousands of dollars for lots of viewers across the board. Let's go back into the latest other stimulus. What we're looking at right today is PEB stimulus news. PEB stimulus is happening across the board. It's ramping up on this channel as well. Millions of Americans were hurt by events of the pandemic, but are just getting paid right now. And that is the case of small young families for PEBT. In the case of Arizona, families that had children that qualified for free or reduced price of meals during the pandemic and did not have enough money will be getting PEBT stimulus checks of $391 cards in the mail this week. We'll be featuring more PEBT stimulus news on this channel in the next few days. Let's go over to another story we're working on as well. The legislation for 2023. Of all the subject matters in this recording, this is the only one that is not law. This one proposes to merge several bills in 2023 for reforming Social Security. This is SSI, SSDI, SSA, VA, and RB. They want to give you a $200 monthly stimulus check and then a $2,000 one-time raise of your benefits. Why? Like PEBT, you were not paid enough money during the pandemic. So they want you to get caught up with a $2,000 one-time check, and then they want to give you $200 a month across the board. advocate for this on social media, hashtag Purple Power, hashtag SS200. They also want to remove the marriage penalty, the income cap, and lowering the eligibility age of Medicare. More about these incredible details come up today on Afternoons LA at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 3 o'clock with a brand new show today. It's at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Have you become a member? Make sure you do, because guess what? I got more stimulus checks for you right now. In addition to those first three checks, A, B, and C, Congress came along and passed other stimulus checks, and those are the wonderful stimulus checks E through K. Let's look at those beautiful stimulus checks E through K starting right now, and they're absolutely incredible. Stimulus check E is a $7,500 stimulus check. Love it. Again, how do I get this? In that brand new membership newsletter, open 24 hours a day. Stimulus check F is a gorgeous $4,000 stimulus check. Stimulus check G, 30% off. Stimulus check H, a $2,000 stimulus check. Love it. But we're not done there yet. Then we have I and J. I is $8,000. J is $8,000 stimulus check. And stimulus check K, $14,000. Yes, these are stimulus checks for SSI, stimulus checks for SSDI, stimulus checks for SSA, stimulus checks for VA, RB, and low-income stimulus checks. How do I get them? Go out of this video, join the channel, get a membership newsletter in that brand new second home that's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You don't have to wait for a particular day or hour. It is open around the clock. Grab the password from the most recent post for members on this channel. If you're not a member, join this channel right now. In addition to E through K, in that membership newsletter, we have L to Q. L, $100,000 on average of loan interest-free money. M, which is a beautiful $4,000 stimulus check. N, brand new computer, tablet, laptop, and free internet. Incredible. Did you get that for Christmas? Well, you're getting it right now. And then we have stimulus check O, zero down payment, zero closing costs. And then stimulus P and Q. P is $100,000 on average, and Q is an $8,000 stimulus check. And there you go. Those are the beautiful stimulus checks, A to Q. They're for all Americans. They're federal stimulus from the federal government. They're not from your state. Has nothing to do with your governor. It's from the federal government. Largest stimulus check, $100,000. Smallest stimulus check, $8,000. Fastest routing time, 2 days. Johnny started on Monday, had $45,000 by Wednesday. And their stimulus checks for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, home repairs, the computer, the car, home appliances. It's absolutely incredible. Become a member, and we'll have more about this in just a second in this incredible broadcast. Now, in addition to this, we're looking and seeing where we're going with this economy. A 2-year recession was first predicted by me to you in spring of 2022. In February 2022, I predicted a 2-year recession. A 2-year recession, which means it would cover us all for 2023 and all for 2024. At the time, people thought I was crazy. Now they think I'm brilliant because they're all saying a recession starts in January 2023. But there is still some disagreement. One camp says a hard recession, which would be a 2-year recession. And one camp says a soft recession, which would be a 2-month recession. So which one is it? And how do I gauge it? How do you see it? Where do we watch for it? And what are the warning signals? The markets are closed for December 26, 2022. But today we're going to go over a lot of breaking news, you and I, of how to gauge where this economy is and where it's going. In the big second half, we're going to go over all these elements. This is what we're going to look at. We're going to look at the labor market, the housing market, and also the economy, to get us a sense of where we are at a particular time in 2023. And what are we going to be looking at? We're going to be looking at first, where are the labor numbers and what would be a bad labor market to indicate a recession. Then we'll be looking at the housing market and what would be bad housing numbers to give us warning signals about our money. And where are the debt levels, default rates, and the savings warning signals going to come in 2023? Again, this is perhaps not your problem, but when you see it happen across this economy, then you know it's time for you to get ready for a 2-year recession. Bond market, stock market, and crypto market, what could happen with them and be a big warning signal for you? Manufacturing and fourth quarter corporate earnings and forward guidance. It's a big broadcast, and you've never seen anything like this. Get all those incredible stimulus checks. Then be prepared to learn and earn about where this economy is going in 2023. Big stimulus checks right now for SSI, SSDI, SSA, VARB, and low income. In the big second half, we'll continue with more about this breaking news. It's a big day, and for the shores of Santa Monica, California, we got a big broadcast still underway. The latest details and the latest breaking news heats up this big broadcast live on air from the shores of Santa Monica, California, and we're just getting started. I'll see you back in 60 seconds as Mornings LA continues.
If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on Mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE.
And the excitement continues for the shores of Santa Monica, California. I hope you have a beautiful day. And for all our viewers in the Midwest and East Coast, our deepest thoughts and prayers for you. Massive storms hitting them across the board. Bob and Shirley and Ann are in the live chat right now. And that is dedication. Why? Because the U.S. economy is going to fall apart in the next 2 years. But what are the warning signals for us to see? So we know it's coming around the corner. 18 months of stimulus checks, $3,000 a month, 5 checks per month. Heat up this broadcast. This is fast stimulus, and these are stimulus checks for SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, veterans benefits. These massive stimulus checks have been lost since the month of March. Go right into the membership newsletter right today. And thank you for that very kind comment that someone left under the video just about 30 minutes ago saying, I am loving this brand new newsletter location. It's so easy. The link to which is also in the white ticker under the red ticker right now. Again, the markets are closed for December 26, 2022. It is a federal holiday. They will reopen on December 27. But big stimulus is available for you because LA never closes. It's stimulus checks right now. SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits. The way you do this is you get as much stimulus as you can right now and you save it. You get all this incredible stimulus right now and you save it because we got a 2-year recession. The more stimulus you save every month, the less bills you pay every month, the more savings accounts, bigger savings account you will have. And these, again, are stimulus checks for SSI, SSDI, low-income stimulus checks. Welcome to all the brand new members who joined in this last 48 hours. Get that incredible newsletter right now on this brand new second home at news.la.com/newsletter. And grab the password for the most recent post on any of the 3 channels and go right in and get those incredible stimulus checks. And with that, let's look and see where is the indicators for a recession coming from in 2023. We're going to look at housing, labor, and debt, and bond, and the markets, plus over to manufacturing. But first, let's start with labor. Labor may be the most evident indication of where a recession is. And there's 3 labor numbers you and I want to watch. First, we want to watch the new jobless claims every Thursday morning on Mornings LA at 9 a.m. If that new jobless claims number jumps to a 260,000 new jobless claims number, that would be the warning signal that would cause red alerts, at least for me. Where has been the new jobless claims numbers on this channel in the last year? We had dropped as low as 140,000 in the month of August. Then we went to 180. We went to 230, 260 nearly. But then we fell back a lot. In the last few weeks, we fell as low as 211,000, and it has not grown. But again, if that number did surge to a 260,000 new jobless claim number on a Thursday morning, that would be my warning signal for me. Next, continuing jobless claims number. This is a weekly number, again released on every Thursday morning, and it's about a 2.6 million right now. That's really high, but a 2.75 would be the warning signal for me. Again, the warning signals I'm looking for are indication of a hard 2-year recession. And the unemployment rate would be the warning signal, not just for me, but for all of the markets. They are deeply worried about unemployment surging out of control. What rate would it be? I would be worried at just a 3%. Why? Because we have not broken that number for a while. Let's go over how this works. The Federal Reserve has a dual mandate. Step one is to have maximum employment, the most people employed. Step two, price stability, getting prices under control so you're not paying $8 for a dozen eggs. So what the Federal Reserve, however, has said is that it could increase the number of people unemployed to get the price of goods down. And where would this change across the board? When the the unemployment rate surges out of control. It's a monthly number, it's not a weekly number, and it's released in just a few weeks from now in the non-farm payroll number once a month. What would be the warning signal for me? 3%. I think some of the markets think it would be a little bit higher, but I am putting high alert starting at about 3% unemployment rate for this economy. We're in the twos at the moment, and that is what we're looking for labor. Let's go over to housing. Housing is a little bit esoteric of a market, but the mortgage rate, certainly if that surged to a 7%, big warning signal right there. In 2022, the mortgage rates jumped from a 3% to a 6% in just a blink of an eye. It was a 3. I said it was going to go to 5. It did. And then I said it was going to go to 6%. It did. I'm saying right now it's going to 7% in 2023, if not by the end of this year. 7% mortgage rate would be very catastrophic. One thing to remember about the mortgage rate is it's not something that comes from the Federal Reserve. It's not something that comes from traders. It's something created by the mortgage lenders. So they just choose the rate themselves. It is created by a bunch of bankers, not by traders in the bond market. So mortgage rates at 7%, big warning signal. Inventory levels. How long is the house on the market and not selling? If you saw those inventory levels in 2023, going to 90 days, that would be the warning signal. Now, I want to make something clear to you. We do not have to have all these warning signals for recession. It's just any of these would be a warning signal of a recession. And you could still have a recession and none of the rest of the items may never occur. Inventory levels is one of those items that some people believe will never happen, even though we're going to have a recession. They believe that the inventory levels will still remain low, even in a recession. Interesting. And then builders' confidence. Builder confidence levels are the lowest of a generation, but they're going to get worse. And builders know anything better. They know everything better than you and I. If their confidence level on new home starts, existing homes, redos, rebuilds, or flipping falls to the lowest levels, yeah, big warning signal. Now, while housing is a little bit esoteric, this is not. Everyone understands this. They're coming to take my car away for repo. Yeah, everyone understands a repossession of a car. Everyone understands a default of a credit card. And this is the type of story that was going to be front page news in 2023. And this is the type of news that's going to scare socks off of people. First, debt levels. Second, default rates. And finally, savings gone. First, debt levels. We already know that credit card debt levels are the highest of a generation. They have been that way since about October of 2022. The question is, when are they just really too high? Viewers of this channel believe the warning signal will come around February when they get those bills, or even January, get those bills for those massive trips they took this Christmas season, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 European travel trips, and then it's all on the credit card. The default rate grows. The default rate has not grown yet. When would that default rate happen? The viewers of this channel believe it's January, February. They get a credit card bill. They put that vacation trip for $3,000 on the credit card. And then they realize, wait a second, I'm not making more money at work. Potentially, they could learn that the job lays them off. And then they go on default on that credit card. That would likely happen in January, February. This is why we talk about the financial cliff on this channel. The viewers of this channel, when asked about financial cliff, believe it's going to happen when a big ticket item from Christmas spending goes into default. The big ticket item, they all said, was $1,000+ Christmas vacations. They spent $3,000, $5,000, $6,000 on a Christmas vacation, even to visit the in-laws. That's when that credit card level is going to surge and the default is going to surge as well. Savings gone. This was the topic of discussion about a week ago. Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan Chase, head of it, and then KPMG's chief economist. Two different analyses. Where do I put it? I put them together. Let me tell you why. Jamie Dimon says that savings accounts will be gone in spring of 2023. People will have used up all their savings accounts. KPMG says, no, they're already gone already. So which one do I believe it is? I believe it's both of them. I believe that low-income savings accounts are already gone in 2022. And I believe middle-class savings accounts will be gone in spring of 2023. I believe upper middle class savings accounts will be gone in middle of 2023. So I believe by middle 2023, everyone's savings accounts are going to be gone because they just spend. They didn't get any more money, and potentially they could get laid off, and that would be trouble across the board. Let me go back to that labor, because this is a very important point that I always forget to bring up. A brand new report released last week said that Americans, when surveyed who had a full-time job in a workplace as opposed to remotely, said they don't care if they get fired because there's another job ready for them to take. Laugh? Yeah, this is where you laugh, because that's nonsense. That's complete nonsense. And there's still a lot of people who think they can quit the job because there's another job ready to replace them. That's pure nonsense. And those type of people, watch for them. Give them a parachute, because they're about to fall off that financial cliff. That is where the situation is going to fall apart very quickly. Now, let's go over to a very fascinating part of this economy. The bond market, the stock market, the crypto market. The bonds go up when stocks go down. When stocks go down, the bonds go up. We all understand that. But here we have the bond market going higher in 2023 as indication the stock market will go lower. What am I looking for in the stock market as the big indication of a deep, long 2-year recession? I'm looking for blue chip like a John Deere. A John Deere type company manufactures tractor trailers. I'm looking for aerospace like a Boeing, and I'm looking for a lot of them. Plus, I'm looking for more tech implosions because they're bellwethers even in a downward economy. Again, 50% down in recessions where stocks go, they're sometimes only 20% down. But some of these companies like Tesla down 70% year to date. Ouch. Cathie Wood's ARK investment portfolio down substantially already. And crypto. Could crypto go lower? Absolutely. Ethereum, Decentraland. I believe that Bitcoin will go sub 15,000 in 2023. I believe Ethereum will go sub 1,000 in 2023. I believe they could potentially do it by the end of this year. And all those other coins could potentially go even substantially lower. Cents, yes. Decentraland right today is 31 cents. Could it go to 15 cents? Absolutely. And that's what you're going to see as indication of a dark recession. And finally, the last graphic is the one that most people agree will be the determining factor. The manufacturing index on the fourth quarter earnings. If manufacturing is contracting, there's less manufacturing in this economy, that's an indication of a recession. We have a series of manufacturing reports released on this channel throughout every month, and they have been contracting. But if they contract even more, big warning signals of a recession. And finally, fourth quarter earnings. Fourth quarter corporate earnings, everyone agrees, is going to tell us if deep recession or light recession. Deep recession is a 2-year recession. Light recession is a 2-month recession. And fourth quarter corporate earnings, January next month, 2023, and February 2023. If those corporate earnings for Halloween, for Black Friday, for after Christmas sales are not good, they're going to be in those fourth quarter earnings. And then if they give you forward guidance that 2023 is not good and they got to cut costs, like lay off people, that is going to be the indicator of a soft recession, 2-month, or a hard recession, 2-year. Again, my prediction is a hard recession, 2 years. And I believe those corporate earnings in February and January are not going to be good at all. So that is how you prepare for this economy. Thank you for watching on a morning's broadcast, and thank you for being part of this incredible family. Learning to earn are people who are going to be ahead of the ball game. In 2023, there's going to be 2 different types of people. One, people just looking for $600 sporadically every 4 months while their bills pile up, they get laid off, economy gets work, and they look for $600 here and just $600 there, and they hold that donut. They're not going to do well. They're not going to do well because they've not put the effort in to learn to earn. People are watching a morning's broadcast on a day in which it's a federal holiday, the markets are closed, but are in a live chat to learn the warning signals about labor, housing, earnings, and the markets to understand where the value of their dollar is going to be in the next 2 years and how to get the biggest indication of this in less than 60 days. Those are the people that are going to stay ahead of the ball game. So the people in the live chat right now that are learning here on a big federal holiday, whether it's Shirley or Ann or Bob, they're in the live show right now. They're watching and they're listening and figuring out, where is this economy going to be? It's easy to understand. All you have to do is just put the effort in and make the informed decisions based upon that. Coming up next at 11 o'clock is Home LALATE, and then we continue into brand new shows on afternoons and evenings. Afternoons at 1, at 2, and the brand new afternoon show at 3 o'clock. For the shores of San Monica, California, God bless. Happy holidays, and boy, you're going to do fine in 2023. You keep on doing what you're doing by learning to earn and keep on getting every dollar that is yours. From the shores of San Monica, California, God bless. Stay informed, stay focused, get all that incredible sums of money, and stay here because this is where you're learning to earn. Have a beautiful day. Our thoughts and prayers for the people of the Midwest and the Southeast and the New England states with those horrible cold temperatures. Stay informed, stay focused, have a beautiful morning, and as always, stay here and stay with LA for more.